Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Beyond the Gates channel. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe and hit like for more daily drama updates and spoilers. Your support truly means a lot and helps our channel grow every day. Now, let's jump straight into today's exciting update. The tension in Fairmont Crest continues to build with breathtaking intensity, and every corner of the community seems to hide another secret waiting to explode into the open. What begins as an ordinary week quickly transforms into a series of emotional battles, unexpected confrontations, and deeply personal struggles that threaten to reshape several lives forever. From a daring poker game with impossible stakes to fractured family relationships and complicated romances, every storyline unfolds with a sense of urgency that keeps everyone guessing what will happen next. Beneath the polished appearances and familiar smiles lies a world where every decision carries consequences, every conversation hides deeper meaning, and every heart is fighting a battle that few others can truly understand. As old wounds refuse to heal and new conflicts begin to surface, Fairmont Crest becomes a place where hope and heartbreak exist side by side, creating an unforgettable emotional journey that promises viewers a week filled with suspense, passion, and powerful drama. At the center of this remarkable week stands one of the most unlikely competitors anyone could imagine. Mona Wilson walks into Joey Armstrong's world with calm confidence, fully aware that she is stepping onto his turf. Joey owns the casino, controls the games, and understands every trick that can be played across the poker table. Yet Mona never allows herself to appear intimidated. Most people see her as a devoted, church-going woman whose kindness defines her every action. But those who truly know Mona understand that beneath her gentle spirit lies an extraordinary gift. She possesses an incredible ability to make things happen, often accomplishing what everyone else believes is impossible. That quiet determination fuels her as she prepares for an astonishing gamble, one that has nothing to do with money or personal gain and everything to do with saving another human being. The atmosphere becomes almost electric as Joey studies his unexpected opponent with curiosity. His voice remains calm as he asks the obvious question, wondering exactly what could be important enough for Mona to challenge him inside his own casino. Then comes the answer that completely changes the mood of the room. With unwavering conviction and just enough defiance to leave Joey speechless, Mona declares that she is playing for Randy Parker's soul. The words linger in the air, transforming what should have been an ordinary poker game into something much larger than a simple contest of cards. Suddenly, the chips on the table no longer represent money or victory, but redemption itself. It is a wager built on faith, hope, and the belief that one person can still be rescued before darkness completely consumes them. Randy Parker, Joey's trusted right-hand man, unknowingly becomes the center of a battle that extends far beyond the casino walls. Mona watches the path Randy has chosen with growing concern, convinced that the people surrounding him are slowly pulling him deeper into a dangerous life from which it may soon become impossible to escape. She refuses to believe that his future is already written, believing instead that every soul deserves another chance before it is too late. Yet the heartbreaking question remains whether Randy even wants to be saved. Redemption cannot be forced upon someone who refuses to embrace it, and that uncertainty makes Mona's mission even more painful. Meanwhile, Nicole's loyal house manager and administrative assistant remains blissfully unaware of the darkness Randy is truly capable of hiding beneath the surface. Perhaps that innocence is a blessing because discovering the truth could change everything she believes about the people around her. Elsewhere in Fairmont Crest, another storm quietly begins to gather, this time surrounding Haley, whose name continues to dominate conversations for all the wrong reasons. Rumors spread with astonishing speed, feeding speculation until suspicion begins to feel almost like certainty. Danny wastes no time delivering the latest shocking development, bluntly telling her mother that it appears Haley is cheating on Bill. The accusation lands with enough force to immediately command Anita's full attention. Without hesitation, Anita pushes aside her own plans, declaring that her massage can wait before urgently calling both Danny and Vanessa to follow her. Whether she intends to seek privacy for a serious discussion or march directly into an explosive confrontation remains uncertain. But one thing is abundantly clear: the calm surrounding Haley is rapidly disappearing, and the truth may soon come crashing into the open. The ripple effects of Haley's growing controversy refuse to stay confined to whispered conversations, and before long they arrive uninvited at Naomi's doorstep. What should have been an ordinary moment is instantly disrupted by the appearance of the very person no one seems eager to welcome. Naomi's expression hardens almost immediately as she delivers a cutting remark dripping with sarcasm, comparing Haley's arrival to the devil answering her own invitation. The bitterness in her voice reveals just how strained their relationship has become, while the tension hanging in the room grows thick enough to silence everyone else. Chelsea can only stare in disbelief before asking the obvious question that everyone is thinking, but no one expected to say aloud. Why is Haley here? It is a simple question, yet one that carries enormous weight, because in Fairmont, Crest, unexpected visits rarely bring peace. More often than not, they signal the beginning of another emotional confrontation capable of changing lives in an instant. As one family braces for conflict, another story quietly unfolds with emotions that are no less complicated. Nicole has spent what feels like forever trying to ignore the confusion surrounding her own heart, convincing herself that her feelings have become increasingly clear. For a long time, Kyle seemed to be the only man capable of capturing her attention, offering a sense of comfort that slowly grew into something deeper. Yet just when life appears ready to settle into a predictable rhythm, Carlton unexpectedly finds his way back into the picture, determined not to surrender without one final attempt. His words are gentle and sincere as he offers Nicole a safe place to rest, suggesting that she can always find comfort in his arms whenever life becomes too overwhelming to carry alone. It is an invitation wrapped in affection, hope, and vulnerability, exposing just how deeply he still cares, despite everything that has happened between them. Nicole, however, hesitates instead of accepting the comfort he offers. With kindness rather than cruelty, she asks if he would be willing to accept a rain check, leaving Carlton with just enough hope to believe another chance may still exist somewhere down the road. But fate has a cruel habit of testing hope at the exact moment it begins to bloom. Moments after Nicole gently turns Carlton away, circumstances place him in the worst possible position imaginable. As he watches from a distance, Nicole leaves the hospital wrapped securely in Kial's embrace, the image unfolding before his eyes with heartbreaking clarity. There is no misunderstanding the intimacy of the moment or the emotions written across their faces. Whatever optimism Carlton managed to hold on to begins slipping through his fingers as reality settles heavily upon him. Sometimes heartbreak arrives through dramatic betrayal, but other times it comes in complete silence, delivered by nothing more than witnessing the person you love finding comfort in someone else's arms. The sight leaves Carlton standing alone, forced to confront the painful possibility that the future he imagined with Nicole may already belong to someone else. Just when Nicole's emotional life seems complicated enough, another unexpected voice threatens to expose everything she has tried so carefully to keep private. Leslie steps into the conversation with her trademark boldness, showing little concern for discretion or anyone else's feelings. Rather than allowing rumors to remain whispers, she throws Nicole's romantic entanglements directly into the spotlight with a shocking declaration that instantly captures everyone's attention. Her explosive accusation leaves no room for subtlety, suggesting that Nicole's father is involved in an intimate relationship with darling Nikki at the Comfort Inn and Suites. Whether the statement is fueled by truth, manipulation, or personal motives remains uncertain, but the damage is immediate. In Fairmont Crest, scandals rarely remain contained once they are spoken aloud, and Leslie's words have the potential to ignite a fire that spreads far beyond Nicole's already complicated love life. Every relationship connected to this revelation suddenly finds itself standing on unstable ground, wondering whether trust can survive yet another devastating blow. While romance and scandal dominate one corner of Fairmont Crest, another household faces an entirely different kind of emotional crisis. Inside the Smith-Richardson family, concern has quietly been building for weeks as Martin and Smitty notice their son drifting further away from the people who love him most. Tyrell has devoted nearly all of his free time to his girlfriend, leaving little room for family conversations or meaningful connection at home. At first, it seemed like nothing more than the excitement of young love, but the growing distance has become impossible for his parents to ignore. When Tyrell finally slows down long enough to spend time with them, the reunion quickly turns into something neither side was prepared for. Instead of understanding or reassurance, the family finds itself standing on the edge of a painful confrontation that exposes just how fragile communication has become between parents and their son. Martin refuses to stay silent as he watches Tyrell's future begin to slip out of focus. Determined to keep his son from making choices he may later regret, he firmly reminds Tyrell that college is not something he can simply coast through without commitment. His words are born from love and concern, but to an 18-year-old desperate to prove his independence, they sound like yet another attempt to control his life. The frustration that has been quietly building inside Tyrell suddenly erupts with remarkable force. Exhausted by what he sees as constant criticism and endless advice, he finally snaps, declaring that he is tired of everyone telling him how to live. His emotional outburst reveals not only anger, but also confusion, insecurity, and the overwhelming pressure of stepping into adulthood while still feeling trapped between childhood and independence. As silence settles over the room after his words, Martin and Smitty are left with one heartbreaking question. How do you protect a child who no longer wants to be treated like one, yet still desperately needs guidance?